to Super News Live. Today we're going to be talking all things horror. I'm Dash.
And I'm Dre, and if you love horror as much as we do, then I'm sure you're familiar with the one and only Guillermo del Toro. If for some ridiculous reason you are not, then I will fill you in a little bit. He is a legendary director who has brought some of the horror genre's most awesome and imaginative movies to life.
Yeah, born in Guadalajara, Mexico in 1964, Del Toro grew up on a diet of classic horror films before starting to make his own shorts. After working as a makeup effects artist for many years, Del Toro got his break with the 1993 vampire flick Cronos. Since then, he's developed a following and made a string of iconic movies that vary in tone and setting, but always stay true to his unique vision.
Oh yeah, and did we mention that he brought home the freaking Academy Awards this year, plural, for both Best Picture and Best Director for his latest film, The Shape of Water, which some critics have said is to be his masterpiece. Obviously, Del Toro has a bright future ahead, but we're going to look back at some of his other filmography to give you our top 10 Guillermo del Toro, top 3 Guillermo del Toro movies.
Okay, so coming in at number 3, it's Crimson Peak. Now, if you're a fan of classic horror, this is a 19th century ghost story, and it has to be considered one of Del Toro's best movies. Mia Wasikowska stars as a young author who is seduced by a brooding nobleman, that's Tom Hiddleston, who forces her to move in with his own sister in this ghost-infested mansion and enter this creepy, semi-incestuous love trial. It's pretty cool, guys. But Jessica Chastain is in it. It's got some awesome production design, some very spooky ghosts, and a throwback story that's reminiscent of Gothic classics like The Haunting and The Innocents. Definitely check it out if you haven't.
And number 2, is Pan's Labyrinth. I mean, name a more iconic creature than the faun from Pan's Labyrinth that's come out this century. I'll wait. The movie is a straight-up classic and possibly Del Toro's most emotional and moving work. Set during the Spanish Civil War, the story follows a young girl named Ophelia who enters a dark dream world of magical creatures as a way of escaping her tyrannal father and father-in-law, featuring amazing performances, especially from the great Doug Jones, who plays the faun and the pale man. Pan's Labyrinth brilliantly mixes real-world tragedy with fairy tale elements in a totally original way.
Awesome movie. It's a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has so many classics, but we saved what I would say is the best for last with Del Toro's latest masterpiece. Some have said that's the monster movie / romance / thriller / musical, apparently, The Shape of Water. The film tells the tale of Lisa, a lonely janitor working in a secret government facility whose life is turned upside down when an amphibious, human-like creature is brought into the lab for testing. Before long, the two develop a powerful romantic connection, and she begins to plan his escape. Very cool stuff. And, we're going to be focusing a lot on that today, but I do want to bring up the question of the day, which is, and I'm putting it out to you guys in the audience, check in the comments with your answers. The question is, which 2 animals would you combine to make a Del Toro monster of your own? The winner of this question, whoever comes up with the coolest answer, will win an Amazon Echo. So that's pretty sweet, right?
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Just to add on to the Shape of Water stuff, this movie is really something special.
Yeah, I agree.
Thus, all the awards that it got at the Academy Awards this year. It really blends genres to make you truly emotionally connected to the characters, even the one with gills. It also features amazing performances by Sally Hawkins and the always great Doug Jones, who is the creature, but particularly Michael Shannon, who is the ultimate D-bag, Colonel Strickland. If you haven't seen The Shape of Water yet, it's still in theaters, so I definitely suggest that you go check it out on the big screen. It's definitely worth seeing up there and in the theater. Definitely. I love all that. You will not regret it. But this brings us to the next segment, which is the Bloody Breakdown, where I am going to break down the monster star of this movie, the Amphibian Man, who is played by none other than the amazing Doug Jones, a personal inspiration of mine. So There were 3 amazing artists who helped Del Toro and Doug Jones bring this creature to life. Creature designer Mike Hill, legacy effects supervisor and co-creature designer Shane Maughan, and visual effects supervisor Dennis Berardi of the visual effects house Mr. X. Hill said that the idea for the amphibian man was a creature that people could really fall in love with, not a monster. They, of course, drew some inspiration from the creature of the Black Lagoon, but they tried not to look too much at previous fish-human hybrids because they wanted their design to be as original as possible. Coming up with an original character design that isn't human but makes the audience fall in love like it's any other handsome leading man is quite hard, especially when you want it to look as realistic as possible. This entails a very specific balance between makeup, mechanics, and visual effects. The process from the original sketch of Del Toro to a wearable, full design took almost 3 years. So starting out, they took a fiberglass mold of Doug Jones that the studio already had from his previous films with Del Toro and began sculpting in oil-based clay. This is really essential because oil-based clay doesn't actually ever fully dry, so it can be changed as many times as needed, which is helpful because sometimes these sculpts can take months and months on end. Once the sculpt is finished, they can make an epoxy mold from it, which then they make a positive out of foam latex. The full body suit was then painted and installed with fins, animatronic gills, and a water-resistant radio hub for Maughan to control the gills during filming. The makeup itself on set took 3 hours every day of the 45 days of shooting, which Doug Jones was a part of almost every single day. Then he had to endure hours upon hours of being cold and wet while on set. But makeup technology can only go so far. Wearing such a thick piece over one's entire body can make essential expressions virtually non-existent. So this is where the visual effects artist Dennis Berardi comes in. They wanted to only use visual effects when completely necessary, but then in the end ended up using it in every single shot. Like underwater shots when he's swimming, but they ended up using it in every single shot that the amphibian man is in. But why? It's because of his facial expressions. Losing things like moving brows, blinking lip movements would dehumanize the character, which is the opposite of what Del Toro wanted. But with visual effects, they were able to add these movements back in, making the character not only relatable, but attractive and above all lovable. So as a makeup artist myself, who has been concerned with the route that CGI is going in the industry and what it would mean for like us artists in the future, I really do think that this character design is the perfect balance between practical and digital effects and really shows how the two combined can truly bring dimension and life to a character.
Wow, that's awesome. That's super cool and incredibly interesting because, you know, the makeup is at the heart of that film. So it's amazing to hear about the process. Thank you.
Yeah.
But, you know, now that Dre has delved into this awesome, the secrets behind the FX and the makeup magic, I am going to cue up a little trailer for The Shape of Water so you guys get a sense of what we've been talking about here. So let's check it out, and we'll get back to you after the break.
If I told you about her, the princess without voice, what would I say?
Eliza, come on. Eliza, hurry, hurry.
She deaf?
Mute, sir. She can hear you.
You clean that lab, you get out.
This may very well be the most sensitive asset ever to be housed in this facility.
You may think that thing looks human. Stands on 2 legs, right? But we're created in the Lord's image. You don't think that's what the Lord looks like, do you?
This creature is intelligent, capable of language, of understanding emotions.
When he looks at me, he does not know how I am incomplete. He sees me as I am.
J'avoue, je n'ai bavé pas vous, mon amour, avant d'avoir eu vent de vous.
The natives in the Amazon worshipped it like a god.
Get him out. What are you talking about? No.
We need to take it apart, learn how it works.
I don't want an intricate, beautiful thing destroyed.
We can do nothing. I'm sorry.
Don't do this, Eliza.
What is she saying?
Don't do this.
Oh, God, it's not even human. If I told you about her, what would I say? I wonder.
How good is that movie?
It was so good. Did you see it in the theaters?
Oh yeah, I saw it in theaters twice actually.
Twice?
Twice.
Okay,
I
you got
couldn't
me beat.
resist going back because it was so good. I cried.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
No, I
shed a
cried.
tear.
Well, wait, are we doing spoilers? We'll keep it spoil free, but we cried.
We
For
cried,
a
and you
reason.
probably will too if you have a heart.
Yes. Wait, then why did I cry?
No. And yeah, you have an anatomically correct heart.
Yes.
So, yeah. No, it's just such an amazing like blend of what I like about it is that it's everything in one. You know, like it's scary, it's funny, it's like touching, it's got it all. You know.
Yeah, I really loved the era that it was shot in
Yeah.
as well. Is so. Obviously, it was like a tragic time, so it had that element of like melancholy, but it still was so beautiful and whimsical still.
Yes.
With like them doing like the dancing and all that.
I know, I
thought
love
it was that part was for me was really cute because it's like, you know, she can't talk, so
Right.
she's like finds connections through like the dancing and like movies that have dancing, like musicals really spoke to her and stuff.
Yeah, her connection with the Giles character, that's Richard Jenkins who plays Giles, her like older neighbor who's this repressed gay man living in the the 60s. It's like his character is so nuanced and their connection like is so believable. You feel for them so much.
Their connection made me multiple times cry in the
There you
movie,
go.
but that was one of the first times that I cried, was just them being friends and them being like, you could see like the love and caring that they had for each other. Was even thinking about it, I'm like, I want that so bad. Like, I want an old man gay friend like so bad.
Yes, friendship goals
Friendship
is
goals
Giles
for
and
sure.
Elisa. Yeah, it's just I mean, everything about it is great. I really loved it. I'm glad it won Best Picture. I was worried.
Oh, yeah.
Not throwing shade at the other movies involved, but
Yeah, no, I was rooting for it.
Yeah.
We had like a little Oscar like viewing get together, and literally anytime The Shape of Water was like nominated for something, I'm like, are they gonna win? Yes.
Yeah, no, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely, to me, it is Del Toro's best movie, and I'm glad that we listed it as such. Not that his other movies are great too.
Yeah.
But this one is like the most pure essence of him as like a person and a filmmaker. You can see like everything about him, his background, his life.
Yeah,
in
and
the movie.
just the story itself is like so beautiful and original as well. And I remember while I was watching thinking like, what is the motivation for this woman who is just a janitor to be drawn to this creature and stuff? And then obviously as the movie develops, you realize it's because she finds the connection because neither of them can really speak, and then like the beauty of her teaching him sign language is like, it's like so emotional. It was just so beautiful. Beautiful is how I could describe that movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you are just tuning in, this is Super News Live. We are talking all things horror. I'm Dash.
And I am Dre.
And we're in the middle of just having a love fest over The Shape of Water because we're talking about the movies of Guillermo del Toro, and this is maybe his best one.
Yeah.
So, Michael Shannon, awesome in it, as the villainous Colonel
He
Strickland.
Made it very easy for me to hate him so much.
Yes. Yes, he is very hateable.
Yeah.
He has, I mean, he's played villains before, but I would say this is the most, like, the most evil of all of them.
Oh, and the whole, like, finger thing.
Spoilers, but yes.
Yes.
It can get away, that's why I like the movie, because it gets away with so many different, you have, like, dance numbers, I don't want to give away spoilers, dance numbers, like, extreme violence, and, like, it all fits together somehow in one package.
And it's just, I love how diverse the movie is. Obviously, like, in Hollywood, that's, like, an issue that's really coming up lately, and it's being talked about, and everyone's so much more aware of it now, which I think is really amazing. And this movie just shows how effortlessly, like, that was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we're casting these people just to be diverse. It was like, no, this is like an amazing real story. And I keep saying beautiful, but it's just like that's just like the best word to describe this whole movie. I feel like is beautiful.
It really is. No one involved in The Shape of Water has paid us to say any of this.
Nope.
I'm just coming off the dome with it.
It's great.
But no, seriously, it is fantastic. So I definitely recommend everyone to check it out. I think it's still in theaters, actually.
Yeah,
for at least a little bit longer. So
oh yeah.
I don't know, but you know, it's super interesting. We've delved into pretty much, you know, I like what you said about the makeup was fascinating, and like there's so many elements to it, but you know, I just sort of wanted to, you know, hop in the time machine, make my way back through the years, because there's so many influences and so many different elements involved in Del Toro's, like, you know, his inspiration for this movie. So I wanted to segue into a little segment that I like to call Deep Cuts. Now, every episode I will be giving out sort of an obscure, more retro film recommendation that's based on that week's like central theme. So when it comes to Shape of Water, the most obvious reference here, obviously everyone has talked about this, is the 1954 Universal monster movie Creature from the Black Lagoon, which depicts a very similar looking anthropoid gill man, which is a great phrase, who pines for a human woman. Del Toro actually said in an interview that he watched that movie as a kid and desire for those two to end up together, which he obviously delivered on very heavily in this movie. And he actually drew pictures of them like having picnics together, the monster and the woman in the movie, and like riding bicycles together. But you know, that cut, honestly, it isn't deep enough for me. It's just not, it's not cutting to the core. So I'd like to take it more into the realm of, let's say, similar but different by delving into an earlier film that shares some of the DNA of the Creature from the Black Lagoon. And that is Wes Craven, the great Wes Craven's 1982 cult classic, Swamp Thing. Now, Swamp Thing stars Ray Wise of Twin Peaks fame as a scientist who becomes transformed into a monster and then falls in love with the incredibly realistically named Alice Cable, as played by Adrienne Barbeau. The adaptation of the DC Comics character of the same name, it really hits all the beats that you'd be expecting from this sort of thing. It's got the deformed aquatic creature with a heart of gold, there's this beautiful woman who falls for him, and it has even that kind of sly, self-referential sense of humor that's so prevalent in Shape of Water and many Del Toro films. And basically this was Wes Craven's attempt to prove to Hollywood that he could make like a mainstream movie that wasn't straight horror. And he failed because the movie was a bomb and no one saw it. But for my money, if you like Shape of Water, I would highly suggest that you check out Swamp Thing. Now, hopefully we'll have the, yeah, you've been seeing the trailer there. You can see the visuals. So yeah, if you like Shape of Water, this could be another route to take. So that has been my deep cut. And I think it's time to throw it out to Dave and Nina for their halftime show, where they're going to be reading your comments and announcing who won that sweet Amazon Echo. Guys?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to your halftime show for Super News Live, our horror day. I'm Dave.
I'm Nina.
And of course, we've been talking all things Del Toro. We've got your comments right here, so make sure to continue to comment along. We're going to be reading some of those. Right off the bat, I thought these comments are great. Kristen was saying that she thought Shape of Water was one of the best artistic films ever.
I love that. I
of all time.
completely agree. I completely agree with that.
I loved Shape of Water. I also liked both originals, Little Mermaid and Splash.
Very definitely, it's a mashup of Little Mermaid and Splash. Now, would you say Shape of Water is horror-ific?
Nina, I will not do another halftime show with you. On Mondays, I'm getting puns from Joe and Phil. I can't also do it on a halftime show with you.
Okay, guys, but didn't I just murder that joke.
I butchered it. These jokes are horrific. So make sure to continue to comment along. We are giving away an Amazon Alexa. Talk about horror. This thing has a mind of its own, listens to your thoughts, decides what you're going to eat for breakfast, and has developed its own laugh, unbeknownst to the creators of this product. So if you want a tiny little devil to come into your home, you should comment along because that's what the Amazon Alexa is.
Can you do your best Amazon Alexa voice for us, Dave?
No, I will not, because then it's going to try and read my thoughts and try and get in here. No, I will not.
So you're guilty and you're the little devil. Proven here today on Super News Live.
So Dina, what is the question of the day and how can these good people win an Amazon Alexa?
Okay, everyone, the question of the day today is, which two animals would you like to mash up to make a monster in a Guillermo del Toro film? We're looking for the most creative.
I like the silent G. It was
Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
The most creative, the most unique. We are looking for it all. Me gusta mucho.
Yes.
Okay. And now, before we get into this, and that, by the way, guys, if you give us the most unique and creative answer, you will be winning an Amazon Echo. You won't be winning Dave Rispoli as a little devil. Unfortunately, not this week.
Thank God.
But before we get into that, I do want to read off some comments. We asked in the Super News Live Club, we asked, what was your favorite Guillermo del Toro film? And I actually have some ones I want to read off right now.
And before she does, I want to say, if you guys aren't a member of our Super News Live Club, you need to join. Just type in Super News Live Club or type in join in the comments. We'll send you a little link so you can join our club. It's basically just a select group of the biggest of big nerds where we can all nerd out about our favorite topics. We're all in there talking about it every day. It's how we get a lot of topics for our shows.
It's like big nerds as in like really tall nerds.
Yeah,
like
as in
super
powerful. Which in my eyes is anybody over 5'7".
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Caitlin Thaxton said that her favorite Guillermo del Toro film was Crimson Peak. I have to agree with that, actually.
That was number 3 on our list today.
Yes,
right?
And then we have from Kilo Branch, he said Shape of Water and The Devil's Backbone.
Ooh,
so you guys,
two great ones.
Follow us on Super News Live Club, join, and we will read your answers live. Okay, are you ready to hear what my favorite mashup
Yes, I want your two animals, and I need visual representation, Johannes.
So think of the two most ferocious animals in the animal kingdom.
Okay.
You got it, a basset hound and a seal.
Wasn't my top guesses, but okay, now I'm trying to picture this.
So I think this monster would be perfect in a Guillermo del Toro movie because it's just so cute and kind of weird looking, strange body types. And I think that the next 25 years of Guillermo del Toro's movies should be all about cute monsters. Am I right, guys?
Wow.
Let's make it cute.
Okay.
Right?
Hashtag
Am
make
I
it
alone
cute.
here?
Yep. No.
Hashtag make it cute.
Well,
Let's
you're
make
usually
it viral.
alone, but that's besides the point.
Okay.
This I want to say, I do agree that I think going cute could be the answer because sometimes the cutest is the scariest, i.e. gremlins, you know, a lot of them, Furbies, those are terrifying.
Those are very scary.
I kind of went this direction. I think if you did a rabbit and a crab, first off, greatest hybrid name of all time, Crabbit.
Ugh.
Then it has claws and can hop away, but also has the ears, can go on land, can go on sea. I think there's something there. If we're doing a movie where somebody falls in love with a Crabbit, Guillermo, hit me up. I'm all about it.
Okay. You know what,
I don't know any sign language, though.
I think I don't like the crab and rabbit idea because that's a little bit scary. Which reminds me, I don't even know why I'm sitting next to you right now because you scared the crap out of me yesterday. I'm very upset at you about this.
There is one thing I love more, there's nothing I love more, should I say, than scaring people. And might I add, I'm pretty good at it. So yesterday, I went around the office and I tried to scare as many people as possible. It was way too much fun, but hey, it's horror day. We needed something, and I did it, okay? You're all welcome. Johannes, let's check out me scaring the bejesus out of Super News Live.
So mean.
Hey guys, Dave Rispoli here, and I'm gonna see how many people inside the Super News Live office I can scare. Creepy ass baby? Check. Let's go.
10 seconds or something? Yeah.
go. That's messed up.
Okay.
Hey, Nina?
Yeah?
You come here.
I hate you! And you!
Y'all childish. Y'all childish. I'm trying to work. I play too many games. I was already editing a scary game, alright? This game's already scary, alright? I'll play too much.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'll play too much. That's your problem, you don't work enough. I'll play too much.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
What is this, a baby?
Boo!
Oh, jeez.
Yes!
Okay.
Retribution. That was evil. Wait, did that actually scare you?
You did. What's
Yes.
weird is in the break she was like, I'm gonna do something when we come back, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, cool. She's got a little bit planned, but a part of me sunk. That was amazing. I enjoyed that a little too much, but I've made myself a marked man.
Yes,
everyone,
you
thank
have.
you for commenting along. We had some great comments. Noah was actually encouraging me to scare everybody on April Fools, and then Kilo brought to our attention that this year April Fools falls on Easter, which is the ultimate prank of all time.
You can use a Krabbit then.
He was like, I
right?
wasn't dead. We all know that story, right? Anyways, let's get to a winner because we need to give away an Amazon Alexa to
Yes,
someone
we
who
do.
answered the question of the day, which is what two animals would you mash up to create the ultimate Del Toro monster? And I believe we have a winner. Nina.
We do. Now, as much as the crab and rabbit and the basset hound and seal were good ideas, we did find something better in the comments. And you guys, I have to say, when I tell you guys the winner and what these two animals are, I want you to imagine this in your head, because when I did, it was unsettling, disturbing, and entertaining. Are you ready? Just like you.
I do not like this at all, but congratulations.
Drum roll. Tristan E. Sharp said, an alligator and a spider.
An alligator and a spider.
Yes.
Tristan, I don't know if you can see this. Thank you so much, Tristan. You win an Amazon Alexa. Very impressive, because that is terrifying. As someone from Florida who grew up with alligators.
Which is terrifying on its own.
And my biggest fear is spiders. Thank you for, hopefully Guillermo del Toro is not watching this. Obviously he's a huge fan, so he probably is. Please do not create this.
Hey, Guillermo. Hi.
So congratulations to you. Now it is time to get back to Dash and Dre for more horror goodness. I believe they have the Wheel of Death.
Dun, dun,
You guys don't even know about that Wheel of Death. Back to you guys. D&D.
What is up, guys? We are back, and we are going to be playing a game called the Wheel of Death. But first, Dash, what would your hybrid be?
You know, I like the Krabbit. I like the fusion names. So I was gonna go with a snake and a pug. Call it a snug.
That's too cute.
You like where my head's at with that one?
That's good. I was going more like really weird. So I'm doing human hybrid, human, and a platypus. I feel like I'm cheating a little with the platypus because it's like
it's already
already mixed up. But
that is an awesome animal.
It would be fun. What would the name be?
Depends on the human.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not going to go as planned. But I like where you're thinking. I'm picking up what you're putting down with the platypus combo.
Let me know in the comments what a platypus human hybrid name would be.
Yes. Hopefully one that's appropriate for air. Should we get into this wheel?
Yeah,
I'm
excited.
So cool.
So should we go through what some of these things mean?
Yeah, let's explain what they are. So this one that says die, it has a skull on it, that is where we'll be shown a death scene from a famous horror movie, and we have to recreate it, whoever spins that. What else do we have?
We have the red body, which means the opposite person gets to choose.
Right.
So whoever spins it, opposite one gets to choose.
Choose what we have to do. Okay, so then This one is news. There are going to be a couple of news segments related to the general horror world and other things, so we're gonna delve into that when that one comes up.
We have this one, which is a couple different bodies, which means that you guys get to choose what our challenge is. So it's audience choice.
Then we got truth or scare, which basically is where one of us will give the other a piece of sort of trivia, and we have to figure out whether it's real or fake. Fake news.
And then, one of fake news. This is one of my favorites, but I'm also really scared. Pandora's box, which is it's a mystery box. That's all you need to know for this second.
Do we have to stick our hand in it or something?
Yeah, I'm scared.
I hope they didn't get anything alive for this. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love this.
That one's the best. I'm waiting for that. That's the Guillermo del Toro picture. We're gonna have to do an impersonation. There he is.
Get him in the light.
We need to get, exactly. We need to get that beautiful face shining. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a GDT impersonation, which I'm very pumped for. Is there anything else?
I think that those are all of our options. Can we just appreciate the craftsmanship of this wheel?
Unbelievable.
Look at this. This is amazing.
I've never worked this hard on anything in my life.
Yeah, and I didn't even work on this. So
awesome. So do you want to why don't you take the first spin?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh gosh, I'm so
excited.
Scared.
News.
Wow, starting off strong.
News.
Where
News gods, please.
Wow. If only we had some news.
Some news is floated in from off screen. Okay, so the first news item is that the TV Fox chairman has said that the classic series Buffy the Vampire Slayer is ripe for a reboot.
Wait, really?
A Buffy reboot.
Okay, wow.
Are you happy about this? What do you think
Getting
about this?
slightly emotional.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
I wonder what route they're going to take. Are they going to try and get like original cast, or are they going to try and like revamp it with new actors?
Good question. Because like there've been a lot of those, like the X-Files and stuff like that, where they'll bring it back with the original people. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, I mean, yeah, I'd like to see her back on TV.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I'm definitely 100% for this, especially some really cutting-edge makeup was actually in this show. I actually met with the head makeup artist of Buffy.
Really?
I was present for an interview with him, and it was really, really amazing and really inspiring hearing like how he created like the look, like the very specific like deep brow for like the vampires and like the werewolf look and all that. It's really cool. So I personally would be really interested in a reboot.
That's great.
That would be really cool.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what direction this takes, but I think, shall I give this a spin here?
All right.
Shall I give it a good old spin? All right. Die.
Oh, gosh.
I'm ready. All right, let's see this clip.
I'm ready.
I'm so ready to die right now. I need, I don't need inspiration. I can just die right now.
I can just do it on my own. Wait,
I'm
so
ready. I'm not gonna save it.
Is it just you who dies?
Do we both die? Just me. It's just me.
Nope, just you.
Sorry.
Well.
Sorry. But I need to see some death. Here we go.
This is definitely both of us.
Let's see. I'm just gonna get on the floor.
You have to be in my arms.
Yeah, I'm the woman in this scenario.
This is our first one. Okay,
This
ready?
is it. Okay. All right.
All right.
Sun is rising. That's my skin.
That's my skin.
End scene.
Wow. I'm gonna applaud for myself on that one.
Well done. Very well done. That was great.
Wow.
Good clip.
That was a good clip.
Very strong blade clip.
All right.
All right.
Wow.
Give
really
it a spin.
hoping I get die again.
Okay. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Okay,
jealous,
we got the Del Toro impression. All right. Well, let's see. Do I have to
without
do
whom
okay.
I wouldn't be here. I thank you. My monsters thank you. And somewhere Lon Chaney is smiling upon all of us. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, I can't go too right. I thank you. My monsters thank you.
Okay, all right, okay. Very good.
Honestly.
Nice. That was awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. News. News.
Yes.
Ugh.
News gods, please bring us a story.
Spooky. Okay. Oh, wow. It's some Guillermo del Toro related news. Isn't that a coincidence?
On brand.
Super on brand. Guillermo del Toro is planning to open a movie theater in his hometown of Guadalajara, Mexico, and is launching a scholarship for Mexican filmmakers.
That's amazing.
Right?
That
That's
is
so
so cool. That's really, I like it when like movie makers or anybody in the industry does something to elevate it or just like bring new talent and stuff to it. So I feel like there's such a, I wouldn't say misconception, but you know, people are like, oh, it's so like cutthroat and everybody's against each other and stuff. And it's like people like that who want to bring fresh ideas and fresh people into the mix.
Absolutely.
I think it's like really inspiring. It is inspiring. It gives hope for like starting out filmmakers and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Very cool stuff. Guillermo del Toro, a man of the people, as we know. But you want to get into it? It's your turn. Let's do it. Okay.
No!
You know what? No, it's too boring. Way too boring.
Nobody wants news. Ah! I get to die finally.
This is good.
I'm excited. I've been waiting my whole life for this, just to die.
Oh, nice. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Not the cat.
It's got to be in close up.
No, 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 no!
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
I'm a cat. Embrace my inner
Let me get out of your frame.
Oh, I'm killing the cat? Am I gonna, can I rip its head off? Are you sure?
I'd like to see it.
I'll do it. Okay. This is my cat. These are my gills.
Yeah. Yes.
Scene.
That was great.
I tried to decapitate my cat.
You did. You destroyed that Chewbacca. So, well done. Very well done. That's my favorite, I think, so far. All right, let's see.
It's your turn.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. There we go.
Better not get news. Hey!
They love the death scenes. Do we have another death scene? I'll try a different one. You know, let's vary it up. No.
Nope.
No. Oh yeah, Pandora's box.
I'm really
Let's
nervous.
get a frightening mystery box for me to stick my hand into.
I'm really nervous for this.
I'm ready. Okay. I'm doing it.
All right.
So
you can't look. Don't look. Close your eyes.
Excusez-moi. All right. There's your hole.
Not gonna make a comment there. All right. Oh, very slimy. Some sort of grains or particles. Is this like? It could be like bile, or it could be like rice pudding. I'm thinking it's maybe rice pudding or something like that. I kind of like this. Is kind of nice actually. It's almost relaxed. I feel like I'm like at a spa day here.
Are you gonna?
I'm being my best self. Should I? I guess. I'm guessing rice pudding. I'm guessing rice pudding. That's my official guess.
Ah, that's great.
It was rice pudding. It was rice pudding, right? That's what it was? Yeah. All right. Okay. You guys want to see? Okay. It's really unpleasant. It's very unpleasant.
Blech. It's tapioca, right? Is that what it's called?
It was rice pudding.
Oh,
I'm good at this. Oh wow, okay. I would have had a real death scene.
About to get real lit up
Yeah,
in here.
I'm gonna need a good deal of paper towel. Yes, thank
Worth
you.
it.
Very much so. All right, let's do it.
Nope.
Oh,
God. That's
God.
boring.
We did that one.
Okay.
Make it land on a truth or scare.
Fine.
Oh, it almost. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Truth or scare. Would you look at that?
Scare. Truth or scare. Truth or scare.
So am I reading it to you? And then
Should
you
I
guess?
be guessing? I'm reading.
You read it to me and then I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Psycho is the first American film to feature a toilet. Is it true or not?
Not. That can't be true.
Actually, it is true somehow.
Really?
It is true.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I did not know that was gonna happen!
Nice.
Oh my god, that was so terrifying.
That was great.
My eyebrows will rub off, be careful.
Thank you, Pig Man.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Pig Druid.
Oh my god.
I'm into this guy. All right. Cool. Great. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Wow.
One more spin. All right. There we go. Last spin. I'm dying again. No. Should I do another one?
Just you get truth or scare. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Truth or scare. 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 Do we need? Who's got a fun fact?
I need the truth. I can't handle the truth.
I always want to make a joke about Code Red Mountain Dew with that movie.
Great, very strong Mountain Dew flavor. It's no game fuel, but it's up there.
Oh, look
All
at
right.
this. Whoa. Ooh, this is a good one.
Okay.
All right.
My hand is still covered in tapioca, by the way.
So, in The Silence of the Lambs, the abducted Catherine Martin is the niece of a U.S. senator. Truth or scare?
Scare. AKA not true.
Correct!
Nice!
It is not true!
All right. So I don't get scared?
So you don't get scared.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Wow.
I wanted to get scared. Okay. Well, next time.
You know, taxes,
I'm just too good at
taxes
this.
are coming up, so
All
you'll
right,
get scared.
fair enough.
All
Okay,
right.
guys. That was it, right? We're done with the Wheel of Death.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So I suppose that brings us to the end of our show.
Yeah.
I'm sad. It's been such a great journey.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, this has been Super News Live, and we just went through a whole bunch of horror stuff, mostly focused around the great Guillermo del Toro. We appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you'll go out and watch The Shape of Water sometime soon. Got any plugs? Got any thoughts?
Oh, I'm Dre.
And I'm Dash. And
And-
we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Come back. Now you hear?
Oh, are you guys still watching? Oh, that's awkward. Oh, well, you should probably then tune in each and every day at noon to Super News Live. So that's tomorrow, because we're done here. So you can leave, but come back tomorrow. But leave, but come back tomorrow. I'm gonna leave. Who am I kidding? I don't have anywhere to go.